everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucy and today I've got a Valentine's Day themed video for you all. So Valentine's Day is obviously the day of love and I want to celebrate that by talking about my favourite love stories in fiction. Now previously I have done my top 10 favourite couples in books, so I'll link that video down below. Warning, it's a really old video, so it's unedited. That is one of my most popular videos for some reason, so I'll link it down below if you want to know my top 10 favourite couples, and I will probably do an updated version of that because it's so damn old. I love a book with a love story. A love story is something that will kind of give me that addiction to a book. I just want to be back with these characters and back in their love story. I am a romantic at heart and that's why I love books with love stories. So here are my top 5 love stories in books. So number 1 is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. Rainbow Rowell is the queen of love stories. She can write a love story about anything. I would read it. And I'm so obsessed with Eleanor and Park. This was one of the first Rainbow Rowell books I read, I think it might have been the second one after Fangirl, but the love story in this really captured my attention and my heart, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. And I love how the love story is not one-dimensional. There's so many issues about this love story. Issues with Eleanor, issues with Park. There's so many obstacles they have to cross to actually find happiness. And if you've read Eleanor and Park, you know that the ending is very open-ended, and you know, we think there's a happy ending but we don't quite know, and that is what makes this love story just so great. The fact that they are destined to be together but there are so many obstacles to that, and I think that makes a great love story. So the second love story in books that I just adore is between two characters in the Raphael series. So this is Burn. This is the 4th book in the Raphael series by Paula Weston, and this is a book series all about angels, and I love angel stories. I adore angels, post-apocalyptic stories, angels in dystopian, everything to do with angels I'm a sucker for. And this series in particular is probably one of my favourite stories because there's a love story in it that is just brilliant. There is a memory loss plot line and it's good. It's a good one. Also, Rapper, who is the angel love interest, is just amazing, and I read this book because of him. No, but seriously, there's just such a banter between Gabby, who's our main character, and Rapper, who is the love interest. Just amazing banter, and you're laughing all the way through it. Also, there are plenty of swoon-worthy scenes in this series, and Pick Up Shadows, which is the 1st book. As I said, this is the 4th one and the conclusion. So start with Shadows by Paula Weston and you will not regret it. You will adore this series. It can't be a love story video without me mentioning Jane Austen, surely. Because I mentioned Jane Austen in every video, I felt that I just had to honour her for this occasion and mention Pride and Prejudice. This is the best love story of all time. I'm gonna put my hands up and say that because to me, this is the love story that when I'm feeling just like I need something comforting and great and lovely to watch, I'll pop on Pride and Prejudice or I'll read Pride and Prejudice. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you'll know how much I'm obsessed with this book, and that is because this love story is so universal. I think that anybody would fall in love with this story. There is such a great tension between Elizabeth and Darcy is the best love interest in any book. I will not be happy with anyone who says otherwise. I love how it's all focused on love, but Pride and Prejudice is also kind of a satire about Regency courtship and the kind of how-tos of Regency dating, and I absolutely adore it. If you've not read it or seen Pride and Prejudice, please just watch it. In fact, that would be the perfect Valentine's Day watching. And you know what? If you're all alone this Valentine's Day, this is what you need. Okay, so let's get a bit more modern now. The 4th love story in a book that I just adored was the love story in A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Sarah J Maas writes brilliant love stories. Even though the love story isn't the main focus of the books, it's just such a great addition and it kind of weaves itself into the plot, and the love interests are just so swoon-worthy. I've said that so many times in this video, I'm so sorry. What's great about A Court of Thorns and Roses is it's that Beauty and the Beast love story. How the love interest kind of seems really hard and cold, but there is actually a sweetheart underneath, and that is the making of a great love story. So do check this out if you want fantasy in with your love stories and you want something addictive and fast-paced and also just a brilliant love story with excellent dialogue and very pulse-racing scenes. This is NA, this isn't YA, it's kind of on the border. So it's for older readers, so definitely check this out if this sounds up your street. Finally, one of my favourite love stories in YA and also just in general is the love story in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. So this is Clockwork Angel, this is the first book in the series. I am so in love with the series, and it's probably just because of the love story. So in Clockwork Angel, as you know, it's kind of in the Shadowhunter world, which if you're not familiar with, it's a big series that Cassandra Clare has created about half angel, half human beings in that world. Very kind of urban fantasy. The Infernal Devices series is a prequel series to the Mortal Instruments, and it's set in Victorian London. And number one, historical romance is my all-time favourite. And number two, Cassandra Clare's romances are some of my favourites. So this book series is everything to me. I just love the story between Will and Tessa especially, although there are lots of great love stories in this book, not just between Will and Tessa and Jem, but there's loads of great love stories for you to just sink your teeth into, lots of couples to ship, and I just adore this series because Cassandra Clare writes love stories so well. They just spring to life off the page, they make you kind of fall in love with them. So I would say the love story in this is probably one of my favourites. There's just some epic scenes in this, and it's all around that kind of central love story, and yeah, I just love this book so much. So guys, those are 5 of my favourite love stories in books. I want you guys to tell me what your favourite love stories in books are. It could be on just YA or just in general. I'm dying to find out new recommended love stories that you guys all love, so do let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please do give this a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for weekly bookish videos. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day!